everybody, we're on the road again. This time, we're headed to Cherry Springs. Do some astronomy. Excited?
Yeah.
Figured to bring you along for the drive. If you guys want to check out some scenery. I know the windshield's a little dirty, but it's not too bad.
Pottsville, skirt. To see how the cellular coverage works along this route.
I know some places it's not going to be very good, but some places it should be really good.
Do you need to stop?
Nope, I'm good. I got 3 bars right now, so I brought the other hotspot just in case. 4 bars. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, right on the edge of Pottsville, just on the west side.
Hope everybody's having a great afternoon. It's a beautiful day. A lot cooler, which is good.
We had a bit of rain last night.
A bit, yeah. It rained a lot.
Trying to pack the car between thunder showers.
Yeah, I think we had to pack between 1 and 3 in the morning, and then the second round came.
I don't think we'll push that light.
Nah, be too close.
So we turn left, getting on Route 209 for a little bit. We're on 901. We're going to stay on 901. It jogs and runs with 209 for a little bit. Taking a northwesterly route. Diesel here, Exxon, just at $6 a gallon. Regular gas, $4.90.
It seems like it's gone down a little bit compared to the one weekend. It's still pretty high. Instead of being loaded down with grapes today, we're loaded down with gear.
Yeah.
I hope they're enjoying their grapes. It's a lot of grapes that we gave them.
Quite a washboard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Get the old median. That's where a lot of the 4-lane highways were back then. 30, 40 years ago. Didn't protect you much from any head-on collisions.
It'll be interesting to see how well Prism handles the bumps with the
stabilization.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if the newer phones have an advantage there too.
Oreo Express said that they do, because they have a lot more lenses, and I guess like the different lenses have. I'm not sure how exactly he explained it. They have like different features, I guess, the different lenses on the cameras. I think some of them have three of them now.
Yeah, I think the new one does. It looks like a spider's eye.
Yeah, it looks kind of wonky.
So Josh's phone, and I saw there were definitely 3.
There was 3 on his, yeah.
And they looked rather large too.
Yeah, they almost look like big fish eyes. You know?
Larger means better resolution.
Well, you also get more light gathering capability too.
Better performance in the dark.
Yeah. I think they also have special flashes on there too for different applications. But I'm not an expert on the newer phones. I'd have to look it up.
So 209 turned off.
Minersville Area High School Battling Miners 2007 PIAA State Baseball Champions Class A. Baseball's big here in Minersville. Oh, won't look like we're getting through this one.
Not legally.
Yeah, I figured with the truck he'd probably mess up the light.
Wonder if he's heading towards Interstate 81.
Probably.
So it won't matter that we have to wait a light. We'll catch up.
He's stuck at the next one.
Looks like the weather is improving.
Yeah, it's good. Sometimes you get some really good clear skies after storms. So I'm hoping that's going to be the case for us. But I guess only time will tell.
Looks like they redid a lot of sidewalks here.
I remember in the fall, it was all under construction.
Oh yeah.
They had like 1 lanes and it was like really hard to get through all the lights.
It was a lot of sidewalk work.
Yep.
A lot of the excessive
Bumps.
here it's a real mix. Some of it is brick.
Yeah, some of it's brick, concrete. It's really rough.
Much more mountainous terrain here because we're north of Blue Mountain, so we're in the Appalachian mountain ranges. Coal country.
Yep, Pennsylvania coal country. I hope this service holds so we can show them, you know, that really cool yard that has the horse pulling the coal cart?
Oh, that's coming up here a couple miles, isn't it?
I think so. If I remember. What did you just do that for?
I was trying to get a fly.
Oh.
Got a fly hitching a ride here.
Well, now he's on the horn.
He's too fast for me.
Oh, boy. You know they'll be with us all the way, so.
Oh yeah, they never leave.
Hi, Angela. Angela says, good evening, Mr. Matt. I should check the comments phones. Maybe I missed a few. She says hello. I hope you're having a good day, Angela.
Yeah, good afternoon. I remember Angela from Saturday.
Yeah, she was riding along with us.
So we're crawling up what might be considered a mountain here, behind a tractor trailer. Route 901. It says 901 west, but it's kind of more north than west. It's kind of northwest. It's a nice alternative way to go.
It's some beautiful blue sky. Dennis says, greetings from Vegas. It's so hot here. Wish I was there with you all.
Oh, wow.
CA on YouTube says, hi, watching on the big TV. Oh, nice. Angela says she's doing good. That's good. We're in Pennsylvania, Angela. We're heading west right now. We're going to go to Cherry Springs State Park, which is between Gailton, PA, and Coudersport, PA. It's one of the darker sky locations on the East Coast. My dad and I both like to do astronomy with our telescope. We like to use our telescope to look at the stars and the planets and the moon. So we try to go in the summertime when it's warmer. But unfortunately this year the weather hasn't been very cooperative, so this is the first time the weather is actually looking half decent. Angela says it looks like camp at my house today, all this rain. Yeah, we got a lot of rain last night. We kind of had to load the car in 2 shifts. We loaded it before the rain, and then we had to wait a few hours of thunderstorms, and then took a little bit of a power nap, and then loaded from 1 to 3 in the morning, and then the second round came, which then lasted through the morning. So I don't know how early you were up, but it was supposed to last through noon.
I wasn't up early, that's for sure. It was still pretty wet out there, but I think it must have just had stopped maybe late morning.
Yeah. So.
I don't think I got out there till about noon. And it was all pretty wet. It's still real muggy, real humid. I think we're going to be losing some of the humidity now in the backside of the storm.
Angela, astronomy and astrology are 2 different things. Astronomy is looking at the actual things out in space. So the stars, planets, clusters, nebulas. I'm hoping to maybe get some photos with the camera, the DSLR, but I have to refresh myself on how to do that. Because we haven't gone out to Cherry Springs since October, so it's been a while. We got an object in the road ahead.
Oh, I see.
Pretty big object, it looks.
Yeah, we're climbing up a mountain here behind Western Express. I'm guessing he's going to be getting on Interstate 81.
Yeah, I'm guessing. So there's different constellations that you can see in the sky. Some of them have stories behind them. What do they call those? There's a word for it.
A lot of the constellations were named after Greek mythology.
That's the word, Greek mythology. Yeah.
Different cultures saw different things in the sky.
But they used the constellations back in the day to help guide ships on the oceans. They used the stars before we had all this technology that we have today. Marlene on Facebook says, do you know anything about Rose not being WYSIWYG's live last night? Well, I guess technically it was this morning because it was at midnight. I He said that Rose was asked to leave. I don't know why. I don't know if that's true. I'm not there, so I'm not sure. I forgot you guys were at camp when the convoy came in. I cried, I laughed, and cheered. She also said the names, etc. Yes, you're correct. Caitlin says the stars are a calendar. Yeah, they do change throughout the year. You're better at explaining that than I am. Well, different constellations are going to be up at different times.
Yeah. Well, it turns out the Earth, spins around on its axis. 23 hours and 56 minutes. I forget the seconds. Like about 4 minutes shorter than the solar day. So every day the stars appear to be a little bit further west in the sky than they were the night before. And that 4 minutes accumulates to an entire day after a year, so everything repeats. They call it the sidereal day, compared to the solar day, a little shorter. Sidereal day, 23 hours, 56 minutes, and some seconds, I think.
Hi, Crystal. I hope you're doing well. Angela says, I'm going to make some Georgia sweet tea, and I'm taking you all with me. That sounds good. I'll take a nice glass with some ice cubes. Wouldn't mind some cold tea right now.
They had sweet tea at the rally on Saturday.
Yeah, I stuck to the Gatorade.
That was a very strange looking Gatorade. That thing came out kind of like light green, sort of like a diluted antifreeze.
Yeah, it was. They told me they blended the blue and the yellow, and that's how they got the green.
I tasted it. It tasted okay, but I couldn't tell you exactly what it was.
Yeah, it was good. It hit the spot because it was so hot.
Yeah,
I was heat fried. I still feel kind of heat fried. Hey Josh, thanks for checking in. Josh is my mod on YouTube and Facebook. Caitlin says the Earth is flat.
Ah. I wonder if she's joking about that.
Could be. CAM says, I'm so appreciative. Heart to all those that go physically to the camp to help out and share good vibes. Yeah, it's really awesome to go visit them. We really enjoyed it, though I would say this last time it was the hottest time we've visited. But we were able to donate 325 pounds of grapes thanks to a farmer that's relatively local to us. So that was really cool to be able to donate food to them.
They said they might be able to freeze some of that.
Yeah, which would be good. Crystal says, I'm doing okay, just chilling and working on my video. Oh, nice. That chicken, though, that Jeremiah grilled or smoked was so good. And that pasta salad was really nice. He gave me some of that to go, and it's just like, wow. Josh says, I'm getting ready to go. Getting hit by a storm. Oh, I hope it's not too bad, Josh. Stay safe.
Gulf Coast weather, I guess, huh?
Yeah. CM says, frozen grapes are quite refreshing to eat. Yeah, and grapes are really good at hydrating, too. So, like, if you're not someone that likes to drink a lot of water, grapes are filled with lots of water, and it helps people eat it because it tastes sweet. So, we're crawling up this hill.
Usually I crawl pretty good myself, but the truck's covering for me today.
Hey, overseas. That's good to see you. They wrote, hi, great speech Saturday. Very informative. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it.
You did really well.
It was hot up there on the stage, though. The microphone was really hot. I know I missed a few things on my note cards, but yeah, considering how hot it was, I'm not complaining. So I hit most of it. So Catherine says, "Hello, Patriots from Daytona Beach, Florida." Oh, nice. Josh says you did great. Thanks, Josh. I know I was really glad when I got off that someone had given me 2 bottles of icy cold water. That was awesome. Definitely needed that. And the umbrella. The umbrella was nice too, to have some shade. Because that macadam was roasting. If you guys want to see the speech, you can see it on Rumble. I will post a link. Go about 53 minutes in, and Victoria does the introduction. And then shortly thereafter I speak. So let me post that in chat for you guys. I had to take it off YouTube because I didn't want to get a strike, since I want to live stream the rally this coming Sunday for the the People's Movement of Pennsylvania and oh my gosh, can't speak today. Philadelphia. Bear with me, I'm posting this on Facebook and YouTube right now.
Top of the mountain. We're going to be going down pretty good here.
Yeah.
By East Coast standards, let's put it that way. We're in the Appalachian Mountain Range here, East Central Pennsylvania. Coal country.
Crystal says, overseas, thank you this time. I'm doing something for Brian, a support video that anybody can be a part of. Oh yeah, I saw you mention that on Facebook, Crystal. That's such a sweet thing that you're doing. Making a video for Brian. I'm sure he's gonna love it. Josh says, I was on Oreo's stream watching it. Oh, nice. Overseas says, to Catherine, Epler, Texas here. Oh, cool. I hope you're staying cool. I'm sure it's really, really warm in Texas. Better than drinking water. Fluid replacement is key. Oh yes, absolutely. And then if you sweat a lot, you really should get electrolytes into you. I know a lot of people use Gatorade or Propel. Another option is Noon electrolyte tablets that you can just put in water and they dissolve if you don't want all the sugar. That's what I use personally. But you know, if you don't have that, you know, get potassium, salt, sea salt into you. Mark Winter 33 says, you did great at the speech. The only constructive criticism I could give is to slow down a little and also listen more to the professional medical doctors that dedicate their lives to helping others. I'm not sure how fast I spoke. I have to go watch and see how fast I spoke. Maybe I was going a little too fast.
I think you were.
Okay.
But I think you were trying to keep it within a time limit too.
Yeah, they asked me to do 15 to 20. Getting around 23 to 25. So I was trying not to go too long. Thanks for the flowers, CAM. Overseas says, I love Mr. Bryant. Yes, he's awesome. I got to meet him at Berkeley Springs, and he got to enjoy one of my homemade pumpkin muffins, and we had a great conversation. That was before he... Overseas, watermelon is a good one. Yes, watermelon's really hydrating and good for you. CAM says, hello, Florida. Two flag emojis, American flags. Cool. Trish says, does the mods have the link to Restoration Movement's Telegram channel? Thank you. I do not know the Telegram channel, but let me see if I can find it for you. I'll have to look, Trish.
I don't know how our service is going to hold up through here. Could be dicey.
Overseas says, we got a cold front here yesterday, last night. I'm not sure what the temperature is for the high today. It shows just asterisks overseas. I'm not sure why. Mark Winter says, I think it's amazing you get to spend so much time with your dad. I know, my dad's amazing. Catherine says, praise God for the Supreme Court ruling on Roe v. Wade. Sam says, so many watermelons are seedless. I want a good seeded watermelon. I agree. They're both good. They both have different flavors.
We're trying to grow a couple of watermelon plants this year. I don't know how it's going to come out.
I think right now we have 4 baby watermelons.
It's slow here.
I think the problem was is the soil wasn't warm enough when I was trying to germinate them.
Are they heirloom type or are they hybrids?
Heirloom.
So they'll have seeds in them.
Yeah.
Those big black watermelon seeds.
Pretty sure. Because I'm pretty sure I picked ones out that we could save the seeds if we wanted to. Overseas said, I was watching Mr. Bryant on your stream, and I meant to say 88 degrees for the high today. Okay, yeah, that's pretty warm. Mark says, why was Rose kicked out of 1776? I do not know. I saw on WYSIWYG's stream around midnight this morning that she was asked to leave, but I don't know why. I will see if I can find the Telegram group for you, Trish. Just give me a minute. Website, but I have to double check. Let's see. Hey Crystal, are you still in chat? Do you have the Telegram link? I know you posted it on Facebook. Let's see if I can find that. I haven't had time really to use Telegram, so I don't stay up on that. Alright, I found the Telegram group. Alright, let's grab the link. Trish, this should work, assuming it goes through. That's what was on the Facebook page.
Apparently Western Express did not take 81.
CM says, I have some squash growing from seed and fruit that I bought. Oh, that's cool. Overseas says, my friend bought a watermelon for $12 the other day. What a rip.
Yikes.
That is really expensive. Catherine says to Mark, it sounded like something bad happened. Santa said something about he won't allow anyone to destroy the movement. I assume that's in regards to Rose. I don't know what went down, guys. I know she was at the rally on Saturday.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure I saw her, but I didn't get a chance to talk to her. I know she was at
Yeah.
CM says, I got garlic to plant the whole tray. It sprouted in my house. You know what? I think I let my garlic. I think I planted it. Oops. Oh, that's right, Crystal. Crystal, do you want to be a mod? I'm actually looking for another mod, so if you're interested, Crystal, I can add you. Alright, I will give you mod perms now. Welcome. Cam says, I have Telegram, but I can find people when I need to, but I don't read a lot there. I was on Twitter, but I'm in the process of closing that down.
So we're just crossing into Northumberland County, Pennsylvania, leaving Schuylkill.
Overseas says, last night Agnes put up your link last night in your stream. Oh, that's cool. I didn't get a chance to watch a lot of her stream last night. I know she was live. I was kind of busy trying to pack for the trip. Crystal says, did you hear about Tracy? I feel so bad for Eric. I know, I heard she passed away. That's so sad. I know Eric worked so hard to keep that ambulance running for her. Stella says, yes, Rose was there Saturday night. She sang that night. Oh, okay. I guess she did karaoke. We didn't stay for karaoke, so like I said, we were so heat fried and with planning to go home. You know, it was going to be a long night as it was. So we went home.
We were there just long enough we wanted to listen to
Santa play the harmonica.
Yeah, that was he was doing that right before we're ready to go. It's like, well, we got to wait for this. I want to hear him play.
He does an amazing job on the harmonica. Crystal says Eric got the flag finished on her ambulance. Frowny face. I wasn't sure. I saw that picture on Facebook. Did she have the flag on there before, or was that something he got done special for her? I wasn't sure about that. See, put a whole bunch of hearts in chat. Yeah, it's a shame about Tracy. She sounded like a really, really nice lady. Overseas says, the stories are mixed on Rose. I think she's awesome for all that she has done. I will support Rose till I find out different. I know she's done a lot. I know she was involved with the People's Convoy. I don't really know what her role was for the People's Convoy, but I know she was very supportive of Santa and the movement, so I don't know what happened. I mean, she was always nice to me.
So we turned onto Route 54. It's still 901. They run together here. I don't know about her coverage through here, though.
Santa was playing the DC Blues. Crystal says yes, but there was some stars she never got to finish, so he had finished it. Oh, that's cool. You did Tracy on YouTube. On the ambulance. Top. I'm sorry. So it's possible that it could. Yeah, Prism is. The drone footage looked really cool. Eric is amazing. I can only imagine how heartbroken he is. He spent many hours working on that ambulance, keeping that running for her. Crystal says, I'll be honest, I hope he gets the ambulance. I'm not sure where Eric would put it, though. He's got his RV trailer. He's got that trailer he has to return that they borrowed. And then I think he's got the truck in the shop.
We're going to stay on 54.
I hope they do something with the ambulance, though. And I hope they do some kind of a memorial for her. I heard that on Wizzy's stream last night that inside, because Wizzy helped her out with some stuff on the inside of the ambulance, that every morning she liked to get up and dance. It was kind of like a routine for her. She liked to dance inside her ambulance. So I guess she had like some kind of like disco lights or something. Oh, cool. Eric got his truck back. I didn't know that. I know he said he was hoping to get it back soon. Kim says it was her home for 3 years. It would be nice if someone else could have it. If it could be someone else's, I can't speak, somebody else's home. Yeah, that would be cool if they could do that.
Now, was this the ambulance that was at the racetrack in Arkansas?
I believe so, but I'm not 100% sure.
Or is it? Yeah, I'm wondering, because I remember there was something about an ambulance, but I didn't know if it was the same one.
Crystal might know. Crystal, do you know when Tracy joined the convoy?
That was on their leg back to California.
Yep. Crystal says that's the same one, so that was the one that was her. Yellow with the green stripe, very pretty. It looks nice on the videos anyhow. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to see the videos. I have seen some of the photos though. Lola Steele says Hagerstown.
Definitely in the heart of anthracite coal country here.
I noticed the trees are very different in terms of height in some locations. Mount Carmel Farmers Market.
We're not far away from the city that was abandoned because the mines underneath the town caught fire and have been burning for years. The town was Centralia. It's only a few miles from here.
Overseas says Little Rock was a salute to the EMS and first responders. Yeah, it was. It was really cool. Trucker G was there. Saznak was there. I'm trying to think. Was Mike there?
I think so.
I think Mike was there.
They were all in the convoy heading back to California.
But yeah, only a few people went to that event.
Oh.
Cam says, cool, now I can find out on the map for a minute.
Yeah, we just crossed Route 61, so intersection of 61 and 54 is just behind us.
Overseas says, I've seen vids on Centralia. Yeah, it's really cool. My brother actually got to, I think he visited with some friends before they closed it all down.
Well, it's, quote, closed down, but they're friends that live up here, and you can just go in there and explore. You know, it's not all closed off. You can kind of drive right through what was the town. There's just nothing there anymore.
I think you have to hike in now, though. I don't think you can drive in anymore.
Oh, really?
Crystal says, yep, Mike, Trucker G, and Saznak truck and the ambulance drove the track. Yeah, that was really cool.
Somebody had an issue there. They dragged something because of the way the track was.
Saznak
okay.
Dragged, he damaged something on his truck, I remember. I know Trucker G got stuck at one point, like in the dirt. So like he didn't go around as much as the others. But it was still really cool.
I think I remember watching the races. The G's were streaming. I think we were watching them that time.
I remember Mrs. G didn't want to climb the ladder to get atop the press box to record it. She was wearing her cute bunny hat that glows in the dark. I wouldn't blame her. It was really poor lighting. But yeah, it was neat. Saznak was loving the races. He was having a blast. Overseas says, yeah, all the graffiti on the road in Centralia. Yeah, I've heard there's a lot of graffiti there. Cam says, that was so cool. Yeah, it was neat. Her children will take it. It's the one with TPC. Are you referring to the ambulance or something else?
16 miles to Danville, Pennsylvania. We'll be driving near Knoebels amusement park. It's another a favorite place to come up this way.
Debbie on Facebook says coconut water is also good for hydration. Hello, Jean. Nicholas says, I love the recent pictures you posted, including the one of yourself. You're looking well, and as a compliment, lovely. Also, be safe. Oh, thanks. For those wondering if I'm going to post the meeting notes for today for 1776 Restoration Movement, I'm probably not going to get to it to tomorrow, to be honest, because of being on the road, and once we get there we have to set up and hopefully observe if we aren't too tired. So I probably won't get to it till tomorrow. But I did make an announcement on my page so people would know. So most people are pretty excited. They're like, have fun, enjoy, you deserve it. Sounds exciting, enjoy, and then tell us all about it. How wonderful. I hope you enjoy the night sky. Have a wonderful time. Yeah. Home of Danville Plywood, Overseas asks? I don't know. I'd have to look that up. I know Danville is where I believe the monkeys got out.
Oh yeah,
In
the monkey story.
The monkey story in Pennsylvania. We had a truck of animals, and I guess, I'm not exactly sure how, but I guess some of them fell off the truck and got out of their crates, and a lady ended up getting sick from it. She thought, well, the driver told her they were cats, and she went up to them and realized they weren't cats and got spit in the face. So she ended up getting sick from the monkeys. CM says, when my friends travel, I do armchair navigation for them from home. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's kind of interesting. So you navigate for them.
That's really cool. I know a lot of people like riding along, like through the different areas. I know a lot of people haven't been to Pennsylvania, so they're like, if you go anywhere, stream it so that we can see it. So that's kind of why I'm doing it today. Overseas, put monkeys in the chat. Monkey emojis. One with the one where it's covering its mouth. That's funny. Crystal says, I wish I could go to the movement. I hate that I can't be there. Well, you're doing a lot of good work on social media, Crystal. I mean, you're keeping Facebook up and running. I mean, you're helping. Everybody can do a little bit.
It's one reason why we've tried to make a few trips, is because it is a doable trip for us. It's a long day, but it can be done.
The main reason we don't, stay over is it's expensive to stay in a hotel. I mean, we looked and it's easily $80 to well over $100. So that's why we try to just drive it if we can.
We did stay over a couple nights when we decided to try to ride with the convoy from Hagerstown a couple times.
To stay over, because there's no way you can convoy it.
We ran into other convoy.
Josh on Facebook says Oreo is going to be releasing some information once he confirms some things about Rose. Okay, I'll have to keep an eye out for that.
That sounds good. Best to just get the story right from the start, rather than guess and make it up.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not there, so I don't know what happened. Mudpig had a GPS tracker so you could follow him on his stream. Yeah, he did. I remembered that. That was pretty cool.
I remember when we first started watching, it was in California on Trucker G's stream. They were going to be joining up somewhere in California. And I just remember watching them and trying to figure out where they were on a map. It was kind of interesting. I like doing that.
Well, I remember we did that from the convoys, like even in Canada, or at least I did a lot of it. Like every morning I get up and, see where they are and, check on the map to see how far they got.
Yeah.
And I like doing that also when the People's Convoy started from Adelanto, California, just, following along to the different states. I did miss a little bit of Texas and when they went through Texas, though.
On the way east.
On the way east. And then the closer they got, the more excited I got because they got closer to us. And we knew they were going to Hagerstown, so that was pretty cool. That's when I started writing notes down from the meetings. I kind of wanted to just log, for future generations, the convoy, what they were up to. And then we went and ran with the convoy, and I was like, you know what, I should start putting this out there so other people can read about it. So that's when I created my Gwen's Convoy Meeting Notes Facebook page. My private Facebook, because I started getting inundated with.
Here we go again. It's our second steep downhill.
Yeah.
On this stretch of road.
This Carlos is in Elysburg. Just me. We don't know what's up with Rose. You can hang out if you want. It's up to you.
Yeah, we really don't know, so
we're not there on the ground. We're driving.
Not good to speculate and create rumor. It's always unfortunate to lose somebody that was dedicated. Things happen. I can imagine it gets kind of rough.
Yeah. I mean, it's hot living there in the macadam. I mean, those tents must be scorching. Cam says, I wondered if having tents at the camp that could be pitched and reserved would be helpful, as well as a fund share for those in camp that could use some cash. And 1776. I don't know, that is an interesting idea. Overseas says, I convoyed with Sasnick to Austin. Sasnick was blasting his train horn down 6th Street. About 50 of us behind him, blaring horns behind him, shouting freedom out the window. Lots of one-finger waves. Oh, that means you got lots of freedom fingers.
Yeah, Austin's kind of blue, isn't it?
That's so cool that you got to convoy with him, though. That's awesome. That was really cool. I know for me, I'm not as old as some people, so like doing the convoys around DC and stuff was like really cool. Because meeting everybody at Hagerstown, it just felt like you could be yourself. It was like a one big happy family. Like, yeah, we didn't all agree. We were all there for different reasons, but we all agree that we need to stand up to protect our freedoms and our rights. And just being a part of the convoy was a really unique experience. Cam says, it's so freeing of energy to not be involved in speculation of this kind. Yeah. If you guys haven't seen the convoy videos, I still believe they're up on YouTube. I also have a few of them up on Rumble. I don't have everything up on Rumble because Rumble charges you for how much you can store. And I'm trying to do the lowest plan that you can pay for, because it's a lot to have a lot of storage on Rumble. They charge a lot.
$10 a month for 100 gigs.
Yeah, so
that's not a lot of video content. Although they try to downgrade everything to 480. I guess you get more content that way.
It does it at whatever you live stream it, but if you upload it after a fact, then it downregulates it. Yeah.
It's kind of disappointing.
Yeah. I know Wizzy was complaining about Rumble last night. He said he hasn't used it because they still haven't figured out how to do things right. So.
Not everybody wants to watch a 480 video today.
Yeah, I agree, Cam. Speculation can have its purpose for sure. I mean, I like that Rumble doesn't censor though, so that's why I try to live stream on all three.
Except today.
Yeah, I'm not doing it right now for this because I don't have a lot of space. Yeah, they charge. You can't actually live stream on Rumble without paying the monthly fee. So the lowest one that you can pay is $10, and then the next one up is $25. And I'm not sure. They go all the way up to like business level, which is like I think $1,000. Like it's really high. It's a shame. Now anybody can upload to Rumble like after the fact. So let's say you went to an event and recorded it, you can upload it. But the problem is it downgrades the quality to 480. The only fix for it that some people have had is you gotta upload it, delete it, upload it, delete it, and sometimes that works. But I don't know about you, I don't really have the time that I want to be uploading and deleting my stuff over and over to try to hope that it gets better quality. Overseas says, we had a rally on the Capitol lawn, hung out with Lisa, Matt, Cowgirl, Sasnick, Brant, and Adam. Had a blast. Awesome.
Was this in Austin?
I'm guessing so.
I know there's been a number of rallies at the Capitol. I know that I've seen some of the video on the High Wire, which is a alternative media source for a lot of good information on the health side of things.
Yeah, I meant to give them a shout out in my speech, and I forgot.
They moved from California to the Austin area to escape the tyranny, the mandates.
Cam says, you know they keep everything, it's just paying for access and charging for storage. Yeah, everybody wants to do a subscription-based model, which I really don't like. Overseas says yes in regards to Austin. Cam says, I'm not doing that. Denise says, you said Highwire? Yeah, the highwire.com, I believe, is their website. It's
yes.
The Highwire with Del Bigtree. And he does his show every Thursday at 2 p.m. Pacific time.
I believe so. Or you can watch it on demand.
You can watch it on their website.
They had been on YouTube and Facebook, and then they were outspoken in the last couple of years about
everything going on.
Yeah, about all the health issues, science or the lack of science, and they got systematically struck and then banned, kicked off social media.
Deplatformed.
Yep.
They just got kicked off Twitter.
Oh, did they?
Yep.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah, I wondered about that, if that was going to happen. I'm surprised, though, but it's lasted this long that they get kicked off now. But
yeah, they just put out an email, because the Highwire is under the Informed Consent Action Network, which is their nonprofit. So they've been censored by YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and also PayPal too.
Oh, really?
Yep.
But they set up they built their own platform, so you can go directly to their website now, and they've got all of the old episodes up there as well.
Which definitely would recommend listening to some of them. Last week was really, really good.
Did you watch any of that?
Yeah, I watched some of it.
Because last week,
or was it?
I think you're thinking 2 weeks ago.
The Matthias Desmond one.
Yeah, that was very good.
That was really good. For those that saw my speech on Saturday, if you want to know more about what I was talking about, look up the Highwire from 2 weeks ago, because they had Matthias Desmond on, It was really, really good interview.
He also did a long-form interview on Epoch Times, Epoch TV.
Yeah, with Yanya Kellick, which is the show American Thought Leaders.
Unfortunately, you have to pay for that service, but I mean, you have to judge for yourself. They do offer a free trial. I think they give you a 14-day free trial. You can, they don't give them a plug just to make money or anything. So
yeah, I'm not getting it. Sources with other people because you're not going to hear it other places.
They do slant, but I think it's more traditional journalism than what we're getting these days. And Yanya Kellick does a program, American Thought Leaders. I think he does 2 a week.
The big names.
Yeah, Dr. Malone, Peter McCullough.
Pierre Corey.
Yeah, Ryan Cole.
Ryan Cole, the pathologist. A whole bunch of people. Like, it's all over the place. He brings people on for, talking about socialism and stuff. And
yeah, it isn't just the health stuff, but he covers a lot of this stuff. And they do a lot of coverage about what the Chinese Communist Party is up to.
Yeah. They're very against, a lot of the people that work for the Epoch Times escaped the Chinese Communist Party's, communism.
But the doctor...
Dr. Paul Alexander's been on there.
Yeah, there was actually a 2-part interview with him a while back.
There's also...
Dr. Kiriarty.
Aaron Kiriarty, yep. A lot of the people from the FLCCC Alliance, yep. Overseas says I follow the FLCCC Science. Frontline Doctors is another good one. So there's a lot. They've had a lot. The Highwire has also had a lot of these people on as well. I love that the Highwire every week show, they give all the studies, all the news articles and stuff. So it's really nice. Cam says it's all interconnected. It is. They also said I censored PayPal in 2020. Good for you.
We're going down into the valley where Danville is located, along the Susquehanna River.
Overseas says Gateway Pundit has some great real news. Yeah, I've used them as well.
Yeah, that's another good source.
I'm trying to think of some of the other ones. Breitbart is one. I have a whole list at home. I don't know them all off the top of my head. I know I also like to follow different people on Substack. Like Malone's on there. Oh, Steve Kirsch is on there. Pierre Corey's on there. There's a lot of them. It's where a lot of people, when they got censored off of Twitter, they went to Substack. Yeah, I agree that the problems are all interconnected. Yep. And it's definitely a global thing too. It's not just the United States. Here's Boyd Station.
I think last week on the Highwire, I was looking at a little bit of it last night. I'm trying to think of her name. She's over in Claire Craig, I believe. I've seen her talk before on...
Oh, before you say that, I got the time wrong. It's 11 a.m. PST, 2 p.m. EST.
Oh, yeah,
for the
you're
show.
right. It's 2 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah, my bad. I got that wrong.
Yeah. But he was interviewing her. I guess she put up some information on YouTube that got pulled down. They talked about that a little bit. But they talked about the recent decisions to authorize the you-know-what for people as young as 6 months old.
Yeah, Dr. Claire Craig, and looks like U.S. Representative Louis Gohmert was on as well.
I just saw somebody interview with her. I know she had she did a good presentation at an event. I don't know, might have been a year ago or so, and fortunately I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. But it was some kind of a summit over in the UK. A number of doctors spoke. That was the first time I heard her talk about stuff. And she talked about the myth of asymptomatic spread. So it was very interesting.
Overseas says, is Amazing Polly still reporting? Are you referring to Polly? Is it Polly Tommy? Of Children's Health Defense? The one that had the child that got injured by the childhood you-know-whats.
So now we're going to cross the Susquehanna River.
Overseas, I'm not sure if I'm thinking of the same Polly as you. Polly Thomas? I can't remember her name. I have to look it up. Polly George from Canada. I don't know of that Polly.
No.
I haven't heard of her. Cam says, I like being exposed to good information. I don't care for dragged out emotional lamenting. I agree. It's nice just to get it, straight from the source if you can.
We're going to go through a sort of a little tunnel here, so it's kind of interesting.
Dancing Queen says to Crystal, do you know what's happening with the ambulance? I don't think we know yet, Dancing Queen. Polly could do amazing deep dives, Overseas says. I'll have to screenshot that so I can look her up. I'm not sure.
Is she from Canada?
Yeah. Apparently.
Who is the guy in Canada? Is he part of Rebel News? He does a program?
Oh, yeah, Rebel News in Canada.
But he has a show.
Let me look up his name. I always forget it. I like him, though. Unfortunately.
Route 11 follows the Susquehanna from Harrisburg north up through Wilkes-Barre and Scranton. It
That was really neat. Welcome to Danville. Yeah, we're in Danville. Overseas says they shut down her YouTube. Oh, bummer. I don't know if she has any other channels.
To protect their viewers, they shut it down. How thoughtful.
I wouldn't be surprised if the government went after her. Trudeau likes to use his power.
You want to take a break?
It would be good to get out to stretch, yeah. And maybe grab some food.
So we're still on Route 54. We're going to be coming up to Interstate 80, and I think probably to shave some time, we're going to get on 80 for a while. We don't really want to be putting up a tent at sunset if we can avoid it.
Yeah, definitely not. Though you're going to be putting it up mostly.
You're going to supervise?
Yeah, my legs are still bothering me.
relax at night.
Yeah.
Won't do any serious camp cooking till tomorrow.
Overseas is Bit Channel BitChute, or is that something else? Cam gave us a sunglass smiley face and a thumbs up. Yeah, we got snacks in the car for you guys. We got homemade pumpkin muffins, bananas, purple grapes, or red grapes, I guess they're technically called. Bacon, though you'll have to eat it cold. Hot dogs, burgers. Burgers aren't cooked though. Sausage, cooked sausage. Chips. We got Nibble with Gibbles chips. Brownies.
Are we going to the right up here?
Yeah, because I don't know if the McDonald's bathrooms are open. This place has been really weird with COVID.
Yeah, they have been.
So, this mobile gas station actually has showers, which is nice.
It's kind of like a little truck stop because they got diesel pumps in the back.
Yeah. Overseas says, my dad lived in Scranton for a while. Said the deer are bad. Yeah, the deer can be really, really bad. And Overseas says, yes, but shoot. Sweet. I'm just gonna keep the air on, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
We'll keep you guys in the car. I'm gonna run in really quick. So I'll catch up on comments when I get back, guys.
Everything looks pretty lush around here. We've had a lot of rain in this area of the state. It seems like every time it rains we get a half an inch to an inch of rain. I know the one time we came up this way, when we got to Cherry Springs, it was very dry. They weren't getting rain up there, but we had a lot of rain back at home. It's about 160 miles for us to go to Cherry Springs. It's one of the few places you can go where the skies are really dark at night. There's not that many places left in the East from Man. So Cherry Springs is kind of. So they have a fairly large field. I would say it's a good 10 or so acres of land that's open that you can camp on. And they actually, you have power available on the field, so you can plug your equipment into it. So you can run your scopes and your computers. A lot of people like to go up there with nice telescope setups and do which is essentially the modern version of astrophotography. And it's pretty amazing the stuff that they can see with their equipment. It reminds you a lot of some of the professional photos that are out there. And it's a little expensive to do, but it's definitely a good place to go and do it. We don't do anything that fancy, at least not at this point. I've got an old 8-inch Celeste. For those who know the scope, it's one of the old orange ones, and it's a decent size. You know, it's got an 8-inch diameter mirror, so you know, can see a lot. It fits in a large luggage case. Some of these scopes get 12, 14 inches in diameter. We have a friend of ours in our astronomy group. He has this huge 24-inch Dobsonian telescope. Take up there.
Did you want to get out?
I'm good for the moment.
Okay.
I was just telling the group about Eric's 24-inch Dob.
Overseas has to go. See you overseas. I'll have to catch up on your comments. The 5 planets lined up with. It was right before sunrise, I believe.
I think that was the night the night before we were coming home from Bunker Hill. We stopped for a nap. And I remember waking up and Venus was shining real brightly. It was starting to get.
Cam says, nice supplies. I was surprised to hear of people traveling in the convoy they didn't have extra food or water in their vehicles. What happens to the idea of being prepared? Yeah, well, we like to bring all our food with us because we usually just cook when we get there, like with our camp stove, because we can't have any fires or anything. Nice. I love state parks here in Florida. Kim B says, Cherry Springs husband's hunting camp near Renovo, Pennsylvania, in the middle of Sproul, I'm not sure if it's Sproul or Sproul, State Forest. The skies at night.
Yeah, Renovo is south of there. We came home through Renovo once, just as a different way to go. Did you want to go in?
No, I was just gonna go through the. I just don't know what the deals are, if there's any deals.
Oh, this place never has deals.
Well, sometimes they do. I know I want a large fry. And I don't know what kind of burger. It was a day that Rose was
no car ahead of you. Please pull forward to the next available speaker. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Daily Double. I don't know what that is.
What's your poison?
Oh, the Daily Double kind of looks like a Big and Tasty. I guess it just.
I don't know. More than they were yesterday. It might.
Hi, how can I help you? Take your time.
What would you like?
I guess we could try a Daily Double and a large fry.
Is that a sandwich?
It's right there. Looks like a Big and Tasty kind of.
Okay, we'll have 2 of the Daily Doubles,
Okay.
2 large fries.
Okay.
Make them fresh.
Make the fries fresh if you can.
Okay.
And 2 hamburgers.
Okay.
That'll be it.
All right. That'll be next.
1904.
Overseas, I hope you have a good. I was a boat captain out in the Gulf of Mexico. Oil fields, star watcher, and meteor showers were fantastic.
Wow.
Oh, I can only imagine. I've heard it's pretty amazing if you can be out there and to be able to see the skies.
All right, I got 4 cents here. Just got to dig it out. There you go. Yeah.
Are you sitting on my hair tie?
I can't tell. I don't think so. All right.
Oh, it's on the floor. Gravity.
Your hair ties are always escaping.
Yeah, they do. They tend to run away. Though sometimes my brother takes them. But not so much recently. The fly just doesn't want to leave.
No, even with the window down.
He's
Fly's
like,
like, I'm
"Nah."
staying. I'm going to Cherry So those that are staying at the 1776 Restoration Movement, they have a pretty convenient place to go.
Take a shower.
Yeah, down the road.
Those showers were so nice. I couldn't believe how nice they were.
I guess it's a bit pricey if you're going to be doing it every day.
Yeah, well, they have the showers at camp, but they're, you know, limited on their water.
Yeah, sometimes it's nice just to have a real shower, you know.
I know they're using like wet wipes and stuff, but that's not the same. Kim says, that's what got me focused on being prepared. By the time we will evacuate for hurricanes, the grocery store's shelves will all be empty. Yeah, you're right. It was quite the lifestyle, that being on the water 24/7 in a big boat. Yeah, I can imagine. I have a friend who actually does inspections for oil rig refineries out there on the Gulf. I believe he's off of Texas, if I remember correctly. He goes away for long periods of time.
All right, you too. Thanks.
And 4 burgers. Looks right.
All good?
Yep.
She's wearing a mask.
I know. An M. This is what I mean about them being wacky.
Maybe people are the ones that are scared.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they're not scared. I don't know why else you're wearing one though. Maybe you feel you need to.
Maybe.
Part of the
Watch out for the ketchup on that. It's messy.
part of the indoctrination.
Yeah, my friend, he really enjoys his work. He says it's long, but he likes it a lot.
Well, you must get fried though. I mean, you must be out in the sun a lot. How do you?
Actually in underneath for what he does. I don't know exactly the specifics.
Did you shove me in the second gear?
I don't think so.
No, maybe I did.
Well, if I did, it was an
All right,
accident.
so I'll take 80 this time.
This actually looks pretty good. Maybe I should have gotten another one.
I got you another one.
Oh. It's like reminiscent of.
I didn't eat it, but I figured we could go either way.
I wasn't sure how big it was going to be.
At least there should be 2 in there.
Yeah, there is. Hi, Sherry. She says, hi, Gwen. Hi, Dad.
Hello.
Cam says, I loved it as well. Yeah, it's definitely unique.
Boy. Figures.
Gotta merge into a pack. Yeah, that looks like a tight turn up onto 80. Yeah.
But still.
We've never got on there before, so we weren't sure what to expect.
I'm not a fan of taking 80 because I know it's busy.
We're just getting such a late start today because we got to bed at 7 in the morning.
It's after 7.
So we kind of needed a few hours of sleep, and then it took us a little longer to get everything. Some tomatoes for the birds, the cats. Make sure they're all set up for their caregivers.
Eric likes to go. He's the guy with the big telescope, the 24-inch.
Yeah, that scope is amazing.
You need a ladder to use that scope. When you're looking at something straight up, the front end of the tube that's pointing up, so you got to be up
I think he uses a
about 10 feet. Nice ladder. It's pretty stable. Of course, when you're climbing it at 3 in the morning,
you may not be so stable. We got to see Pluto in it, though. That was cool.
yeah, that was sort of a challenge. It's something I wanted to do.
And the Horsehead Nebula.
Oh yeah, he said that was the best view he's ever had in it.
Well, he hadn't seen it before. It was the first time he had seen it.
Apparently, it's a very difficult thing to see with your eyes because of the low contrast. I wouldn't say it was an impressive thing. It's nothing like the photos, but
Yeah, it's definitely not like the photos. It's but to see it, with your visual eye is just amazing.
one of the views that's always a favorite is Saturn. And, Jupiter's always a good one too.
And you can see a lot of their moons. I mean, not like details on the moons, but you can see several moons.
On Saturn.
And Jupiter sometimes.
Jupiter's got the 4 fairly bright moons, the ones that Galileo had seen. But the other moons of Jupiter are very faint. You know where you're looking, because sometimes you can be looking at a star in the background, and you're not sure, is that a moon or is that a star?
Sherry says an Amtrak passenger train derailed in Missouri. That's not good. That's never good, having a train derail.
Missouri.
Yeah, off-grid with Doug and Stacy. I like them. They built their own house, the log cabin, which is cool. I remember when we saw Neptune and Uranus at our astronomy club's, is it a 6-inch or 8-inch? The one up on top.
That was a 6-inch. That's the 6-inch refracting telescope.
Ooh, that was a bad ball.
Yeah.
That was really cool to be able to see both of them. I remember the first time I saw Saturn though. That was really cool. And then Mars, 2 years ago when we first went up to Cherry Springs, we got to see Mars when Mars was closer to their Earth. And you could see the polar ice cap and the different things, the different features, and it's like the best view of Mars I've ever seen in my life. Remember that? How we could see it change from month to month.
Yeah.
That was really neat.
It's a relatively short period of time that you have, because it gets much bigger in the scope, because it's much closer for a short period of time, every 2 years. That's why the missions to Mars are spaced every 2 years apart. Yeah.
I saw a meme on social media the other day. There was like a 7-Eleven gas station. I don't know if it was in California or whatnot. It might have even been fake for all I know. But it said 7-Eleven was the gas prices. Like, it's finally come true. 7-Eleven at a 7-Eleven. It's kind of funny.
Didn't that name come from them, that they would open at 7 and stayed open till 11 p.m.?
I'm not sure.
Because that was back in the day when things weren't open late.
Might have been.
Or real early.
Well, so far the service is holding, which is good.
I think that might be the gap up there that goes, that's the other branch of the Susquehanna River. The Susquehanna upstream branches, we cross what would be the east branch, but then the north or the west branch goes up to Williamsport. And I think that gap is Williamsport. I think that ridge there is what we nicknamed Burning Tire Mountain.
We're avoiding that today. They call it Burning Tire Mountain because by the time you're done climbing the mountain, your tires smell like they're on fire.
Yeah, remember we pulled off at the top, there was a pullover,
Yeah.
got out, and the tires were
Like,
smelling like
woo.
they were burning.
And the other reason we call it Burning Tire Mountain is when you go down it, when you get to the bottom, you can smell your tires are burning because of all like the brakes, because you have to use your brakes so much. I remember the one time we came back and we were going down it, and there was horse and buggies.
Oh yeah.
There was like, what was it, 2 or 3 of them? And they weren't all together. It was just like poor horsies.
Yeah, 1 horsepower vehicle going up that hill.
'Cause I know the one was near the top and someone passed him. It's like, that's never a good thing, you know, passing on a hill with a blind critter. It's like, I can only imagine what the horse is thinking.
Yeah, that's the mountain ahead of us. And as we took Route 44 over the mountain, it's a little bit of a gap, but it's a steep hill, steep mountain. We'll actually be out of the Appalachians once we get further out. Cherry Springs is actually on the Allegheny Plateau. how it goes. 39 to Lock Haven.
I underestimated how hungry I was.
Well, you didn't really have time to eat today.
Well, I did eat a bagel in between trips to the car.
So what's on your observing agenda tonight, assuming we get that far? Did you have a specific plan?
Well, I wrote, it's the book that I have, breaks up the sky in the 4 seasons. So last June we covered some of the globulars, but we missed some of them. So some of them are in Sagittarius, some of them are in Scutum, some of them are in Vulpecula. I'm trying to think of the other one. Ophiuchus.
That's what I was thinking.
I don't know the names off the top of my head. I have to look at my paper. But
Enough to see what the meridian crossing transit time is for those?
yeah.
Try to catch them when they're highest?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. I didn't look to see the hours of which is going to be where.
Because there's a lot of those. Because the galactic center is in Sagittarius, so you're looking into the center of the galaxy when you look towards Sagittarius. So there's a lot of nebula, star clusters, globular clusters
Yeah.
in that part of the sky.
Caterpillar parts. Maybe. MSW. We jokingly call like the hay that the farmers wrap up caterpillars. So like when we see segments of them, we jokingly call them caterpillar parts. These might not be caterpillars. Might be something else.
That all goes back to seeing one that was decorated like a caterpillar.
Yeah, he had a face. He had all his segments were colored in, and it was really cool. Oh, we got a comment. Barely locked one. Pull up my phone. Manders64 says there's multiple fatalities and at least 50 people who are injured after the Amtrak train derailed Monday in Missouri. According to Eric McKenzie, the superintendent with Chariton County Ambulance Service on CNN. Oh, that's awful. Well, we'll pray for their families. Pray that those that are injured recover quickly. It's never good when a train derails. I'll have to look up the video later, Mander. I'm guessing they haven't figured out what caused it to derail. Probably still investigating.
Thinking back on it, maybe we did come this way when you went